Hello there folks and welcome to part 67 of our Neil Robertson Pro career on Snooker 19, and today it's time for the second out of 3 sessions, definitely going to have 3 sessions here, that is confirmed, in our second round match, the last 16 stage of the big tournament of this season, the Betfred World Snooker Championship. We are playing Mark Allen, the Pistol as he is better known. And so far we've played 8 frames. You can watch all of those on part 66. A very good and very enticing 8 frames, but ultimately we are no further forward now than we were then, because although we went 4-0 ahead, Mark Allen has produced a very good fight back, particularly in that episode, to get it from 4-0 to 4-4, which obviously disappointing for us, but as I said at the start of the episode, well, at the end of the last episode rather, if we walk out of, if I was to say myself at the start of that episode that we walk out of this drawing on frames, I wouldn't be unhappy at all. Just means we're back to square one. I know nobody's got an advantage. That could quite conceivably be exactly the same today. We might only have, it might only be 8 all, but ideally we could do with taking a 5-3 or 6-2 advantage, but that is going to mean, basically 6-2 in this, so we have a 2-frame advantage. Yeah, that's right, 6-2, so, no, it's 4, oh my god. 6-2 would give us a 4-frame advantage, that's right, dearie me. Am I being stupid there? No, it would be 10-6, oh god, I don't know what I'm doing myself. My math has gone completely out of the, out of any sort of decency. So just to be clear, if it's 4 all, it's 8 all. 5-3, 9-7, and yes, 10-6 if it is 6-2. But I see this being not much of a swing. It could possibly be a swing in the way of Mark Allen. I hope not, although we did play particularly well in those frames we won in the last match. But we could have an early problem here, and actually it's not too bad in the end. Did think we'd been snookered there, and we're lucky not to be. Just get to this one red, and back up to the bulk colours. Nice shot there from Mark Allen, and equally I'd say, fairly good shot from ourselves.
He'll be pleased with that.
And apart from that one ball that was hanging out that meant that we avoided a snooker last time, he avoids one there, but he's potted the cue ball. Well,
in goes the cue ball.
That's a shocker from Mark Allen. I'm going to force him to continue. There's no potting chances. Yes, he can get us in a snooker here. Fair enough, but I'm not a big fan of my safety, so I don't think I'm going to go for that. Is he potted it again? Has he potted the cue ball again? Mark Allen. What a disaster. What a disastrous start to this frame without a pot even being submitted. And we are now going to take that first pot. What Mark Allen was doing there, I have absolutely no idea. Potted the cue ball twice in a row. And that is a nice start for us. But unbelievably, we have done the same age-old classic. And not managed to get out of there. And that's really annoying. I mean, ultimately, we've got no chance of getting to that black. Unless we come off the cushion, I suppose. But again, there's not really much chance from there, I would argue. But no, that's a terrible shot. Confess that right away. Well, it's not going to work to get to the black from there, I don't think, but you can always have a go.
Doesn't want to overhit this.
No, it's not going to be anywhere near. But really, it's a bit cheeky, but through a foul there, and hoping we don't get to play on, there's not a lot that's been left. Yes, there's a few pots, but certainly not anything massive, but unbelievable that after he'd potted the cue ball twice, we couldn't maximise the opportunity. And that's what it's been a little bit like, and that's what worries me about this frame. That's what it's been like a little bit ever since we won that 4th frame. Things just haven't quite gone for us, and I don't use that as an excuse. I don't cry and go, oh, we should have won such frame because we got unlucky. But it just seems that the tide of the match, shots that would be going for us in those first 4 frames, have started not to go for us. Whether you could say that we've used our luck quota up, I'm not sure, but Mark Allen has missed that. And his luck quota definitely all good for him there, because it's going to be a pretty tricky one to get to this. All the same, though, I do fancy this pot. Oh, that's bloody close. That's unbelievable. I felt we had to go for it, though, there. Bit of the risk and reward argument, but I'll tell you something, I don't think he'll miss another pot this frame. So, from 4-0 down, Mark Allen could go 5-4 up here, and There is a chance we could start to lose our confidence. I don't think I will, but there is certainly a chance. Luckily, though, the black's a little bit off limits at the moment. By moving the black, it does put it into contention a little bit for future.
13.
But there are still a lot of reds that are in a cluster, so that's a little bit of solace that perhaps he won't be able to break those up and he plays a poor safety. But ultimately, potting the cue ball twice and missing a fairly easy red, he's not going to make mistakes like that for the rest of the frame, I wouldn't say.
That's a really good split.
And that's a nice split. But it seems you guys are really enjoying the longer format. Again, over 100 of you watching the first episode with the pistol. So great stuff. And I'm really enjoying this as well. Would love to get a frame on the board, because we haven't had a frame for a while now. Of course, if Mark Allen does win this, it's 5 in a row.
29.
And for the first time in the match, we could be in that horrible a position of thinking, well, we've got to win this frame or else Mark Allen could start to run away. But you can take that in two ways, really. You can look at Mark Allen and think, well, we can still lose the first 4 frames of this episode and still get back into it.
He's going for the left.
Or we look at it that, actually, if we lose the first 4 frames, we could turn that into a really negative thing of losing all 8 frames, and then all of a sudden it's no mistake snooker for the whole of the match. I don't think that will happen, but that's something that could happen. It's certainly worth thinking about. But we will play this frame by frame, as we always do. Not worry about the permutations up ahead too far yet. There's still a minimum of 9 frames to be played, so plenty of snooker that can go our way or not. And in these matches, unless it's a really nasty decider at 13-12 or a really close score, the result of the match usually tends to display and illustrate the play.
47.
At the end of the day, you don't win or lose 13 frames through luck. If it's a lot closer than 13, if it's 13-11, 13-12, yes, you can just lose that 1 or 2 frames. But like in the Tom Ford match, where we beat him 10-4, it's obvious that we played much better than Tom. But Mark Allen could be on for a 50 break here. I'm fairly certain he's pretty much brought the frame to a halt. I don't know why he's not... Well, he certainly has brought the frame to a halt. I don't know what he was doing there, but just taking a bit of time over that, clearly. And I think the crowd clapping suggests that he's probably overcome the odds and won the frame. Wouldn't have said that a few minutes ago after he potted the cue ball twice. But good luck to him. If we switch the whole quote around about if you'd have told me such and such, if you'd have told me when we took a 4-0 lead that we would be 5-4 down, I'd say you'd be lying. I'd think, how on earth we lose 5 in a row? And it's not a good precedent, but as long as we nip it in the bud, as long as we start to win frames now,
This really is tricky.
that's absolutely fine.
That's a great pot.
68.
Still, he's on for a ton here.
69.
Does need to pretty much clear everything up, but be a great way for him to start the episode.
76.
But that ain't going to be a ton. He could well pot it, but, oh, well, no, he's way off with that. And,
Allen, 76.
well, we're 88 behind with 35 remaining, so we're going to concede the frame. That is not nice reading for us now we were 4 frames to the good.
Thank you.
But all we got to do now is nip it in the bud before it gets bad. And luckily, there's plenty of time in today's episode to change that score. Stick that nice and thin, get it in the pack, and then get back up to these bulk colours. And that'll do us nicely. Ooh, he's opened those up a little bit. Where's that cue ball? He gets away with that, I would say. That's what I would argue. Because ultimately now, if we play it safe, which we could do, I think we might as well give it a go. At playing safe. Make this quite thick though to achieve that. There is a red that we might have left on. Just needs a little bit softer. I don't think we've covered that red. We might have done.
He's got to be careful not to under.
No, he's not playing it, so he might well have covered it. It's not bad there. Just comes down the table again. Interesting approach. I'll tell you something, it's definitely worked for him. On this occasion, anyway. Just trying to tap this red, but hit it nice and at a suitable angle, just so it doesn't let a chance for anything else. And that was a very thin hit if we did hit that at all. Luckily, though, we did hit the other red, but unfortunately, you can see there's one red on, and that is that one. That's really annoying. He's potted 2 as well for the price of 1. Great stuff.
2.
A little bit unlucky there.
7.
As I say, we're just not getting the rub of the green at the moment. Come on, Marky. Anytime. At least gives me a few seconds to check Sky Bet. I've got an accumulator tonight, so apologies if I keep looking at the iPad. I apologise, I'm not... well, I don't apologise. Well, I do apologise. Oh, never mind, but... my attention will not be distracted by that. So he's got... yeah, he's only really got the one chance here. He can play into the reds, but decides not to, opts not to. Still plenty of time to go in this frame.
21.
But he is edging himself here, potentially towards a 2-frame lead. But we need to get out of this mindset that, well, we were 4-0 up. Because we're not 4-0 up anymore. We could be 6-4 down.
Colour here.
22. 25.
Perfect pace required for this shot.
Ooh, wow.
26.
Leaves a tight pink, I would argue. He'll probably get it. It looks good, the line does. Just hope it bounced off the jaw, but it bounced off the jaw and does it well, actually. I did think, ooh, he's got that tight within the reds there, but luckily gets off with a pink, and that's the luck that we'd have sometimes. We do have that luck sometimes. Sometimes we really don't. We've played 2 poor shots in 2 frames, and ultimately that's let Mark Allen in.
Yes, he's taking the pot on.
I thought he might have missed that, but no, he's getting a bit of a rub of the green.
33.
And that is a good split.
40.
So I don't think anything's going to halt him this time. Well, Mark Allen on a real run.
46.
6 frames in a row, potentially. You can imagine Sky Bet at this point going, what the hell's going on? Neil Robertson was 4-0 up, but he has played a safety there. Now, does this red pass the other one into the pocket? Of course it doesn't. But we have got this long red, which I think should be bang on the money. Don't need too much power. He left it, and we've potted it. Can we steal this frame now from Marky? Play a straight pot on this yellow, I think. Nothing too hard.
He's going for it.
And that's a nice pot. Is that what we need to get us started here?
3.
Potentially.
So, this pot into the right corner.
Ooh, a little bit hard. And that makes the angle a little bit awkward for the black. But still just about okay, I would argue. Yeah, black's fine. Little bit of an awkward angle now, but just about
11.
Pushed up enough to get on this red.
He's aiming for the left corner here.
Moves everything out of the way, which is good.
12.
Nice pot there. Inevitably can't be on the black that time. Can't have everything though. Gotta get this pot right.
Tricky shot here.
A little bit softer than I wanted, but that's fine.
18.
Ooh, we knocked the pink there. That wasn't ideal. This might not be ideal. Blue's still on. Have a look at our options here. As I say, we've not played the best shot there. So we've got to play the blue. Not really got much choice.
He's looking at the pot into the left centre.
And it's there. What's our position like?
Top shot, that is.
To be honest, not fantastic.
20.
We're forced to play one of two tricky shots here. Apologies about the noise in the background.
Not easy.
What on earth is that? The road's quite away from here, so it's not like the road's just outside the window, but I'm sure you can hear that. And I've shut the window even now, and you can still hear the noise. But I think that should be okay. The pot we're talking about now, and it is, it's on target.
Pot.
So, now we get down to the interesting area. 22 behind. There are 35 remain after this blue. So, technically speaking, with the blue, it's 40 remaining, because we are playing the blue. So, with 35 remaining, we are, what's that? I think it's 17 behind now, might be wrong. Yeah, 17 behind. So, play the red, the final red of the frame. Screw back. Get the pink, get that back on its spot. And play up for the yellow a little bit. And hopefully, we should be able to stop the rot. Losing 5 in a row. And hopefully we can gain 1 and put things back level. And hopefully it's a big momentum killer for Marco.
$39.
Just got to focus though at this point.
Into the right corner.
Would hate to get an opportunity like this wrong.
That's a top shot.
He's right on top of his game at the moment.
This will put us 1 point behind. Just play the long pot on the blue, I think. Which we will. Down the table. This puts us 1 behind.
46.
The blue puts us 4 points ahead. So get the blue. And also get the pink.
Put him into the lead.
And it's our frame.
Anything
Nice strong blue there. In position for the pink. Got to focus on this 1 pot. The black doesn't really matter. Just a normal pink. Nothing too complicated. And it's there. Great strike. And Mark Allen mucked up his safety. Left a long red. We fancied it. Went for it. And with this black,
And in it goes.
thank God for that. We've stopped the rot. And we've brought it back. So, 1 each so far after 2. And with a break of 64,
Neil Robertson.
it's 5 each.
And that is the frame.
Well, no advantage.
So,
after that
Robbo
last
back
frame.
to
This is
break
close.
again.
Really close.
Thank you, the 11th frame. Neil Robertson to break.
Ooh, a little bit hard there on the break, but I don't think that's going to be too bad. As long as it didn't hit that middle jaw, which it didn't. And that will do us. Unless there is a route through to that red, which I do fear a little bit.
Very tricky shot coming.
Yeah, there is. But is he going to play it? Yes, he is, and that's a great pot.
1.
But ultimately, he might fall into our trap here. Player starts, which he has. And he's got no other route to do anything. So he'll take those 6 points, and he'll just play a safety off that.
6. Mark Allen, 6.
Now, I'm not going to fall into his trap here. I think he's hoping that we move the red close enough to the other pocket so he can have a go at potting it. We're not going to let him do that, though. No, just trying to move that 1 red. Ooh, very thin on that. So we're going to have to play that red now. Really got much choice. Get it back up the table. That should be decently into bulk. A decent save.
This is an intriguing safety battle.
Ooh, a bit thicker that one was. Nearly falls back into the same trap. A little bit harder, a little bit thicker. Just lets the late reds go a little bit. But ultimately back up to bulk. And that is a nice shot. Probably a little bit softer could have done, but again, it's okay. Just about hits that red. This is interesting now. It is very much whoever makes the first mistake here. Oh, I don't think we hit that. Well, my commentary comes at exactly the right time. And Lincoln score against Huddersfield.
Well, that's a loose shot.
Oh dear.
Foul and a miss.
So, it's a foul and a miss, and unbelievably, we've actually snookered him halfway. That is quite unbelievable. So we can get into those reds, but of course it's a pretty dangerous shot.
Well, I think he's going to attempt the swerve here.
My view is we might as well just try and... Well, what do we try? That's on a postcard. We're going to go into the pack, try and hit it fairly soft, get this right. It's too soft. That's too soft. So we hit the yellow and the blue, and the points are starting to dribble away.
But hasn't really worked out at all.
Now you say that again. So, second chance.
He looks to be playing the swerve shot here.
No, that's too hard. We do hit it this time.
That's a great escape there.
That's not too bad down on the cushion, about to say, yeah. Don't think we've left anything there, so not too bad in all that. And he's left a potential chance here. And we're going to take it on.
This really is tricky.
And that's the first part of the frame, but surprise, surprise, there's not really much that we've left. That pink could be an opportunity, though. Yes, it is. I didn't really notice that, to be honest. It's a great chance. Got to get the pink, though, first. Yes, we have. Well.
7.
Oh, this is a bit tight. Although I think that red should pass. Yes, it does. Don't overcompensate stupidly that time. Still plenty of time to go in this frame, though, so it's not all, oh, hooray, we've won it, because we really haven't. But a nice blue.
Nicely played.
Trouble is, these reds are all
13.
really crowded at this point. So it's our job to try and uncrowd them. Get them a little bit more free.
14.
But at the moment, we're just going to play what we can get to. There's no point trying a risky shot if you know there's a less risky one available.
19.
That, of course, is this shot. Blank with some power. But actually, it's just gone straight back up the table. Which isn't ideal.
20.
So. This could be a bit of an opportunity. I don't really think there's anything there, though, to be took on down that bottom of the table. I think what we're going to do at this point is just play up to the brown. Play a little bit dirty.
That's beautifully judged.
Neil Robertson, 20.
So we got the snooker, 6 points ahead. And he's hit the pink, I think, first. And we are definitely going to continue from that position, unless we're going to retake it, which I don't think we can. Might be wrong.
Neil Robertson.
Now, bit of a risk here. No, oh, we'll force him to retake it. I just think that, yes, we could have had an opportunity from that point, but it would have been a little bit tough. And has he hit the pink again the first time? Yes, he has. Well, we'll force him to retake again. It seems he's playing a similar shot every time. And to be quite honest, I think that with him losing 6 points every time, it's well worth the risk.
He needs to be careful of not overhitting this.
And I think that's pink again. He's hitting a similar shot every time. Oh, no, it's not pink first time there. But a similar position to where all the rest had been. So we've been given, in effect, 12 free points, which I'm not going to complain about. Got to get this red right, and we have.
And in it goes.
So can we take the lead?
One.
Not get all on our high horse just yet. It's a good blue. But come down the table, that's travelling a little bit too quick for my liking. Okay. At least we've left something. It's tight, but that line looks good. And it's there. That'll do me.
7.
Right now for the pink. Just got to be aware the pink does go back on its spot. Be a real shame to muck this up from this position.
13.
Go for either of these. I think we'll go for this one. That makes it a little bit easier, I would say, to get back on the blue. Or the pink, I suppose. Pink won't go, will it? So, you have to be blue or lower. Unless, no, that won't go. So, okay, fair enough. Okie doke. Right, so if we're coming from, say, here, yeah. That red will go. A little bit of a risk with the pink, but I think we should be okay to get past it. We'll soon know whether we've got it okay or not positionally. Yes, that's absolutely fine. Right, so now what we need to do is try and open these reds. It's a bloody powerful shot. We've potted the red, moved the reds crucially. Have we mucked up the break? We'll only know when we turn round. No, we're okay. Which is news to my ears. Or music to my ears, rather. You're going to do a common catchphrase, at least get it right.
22.
Who scored now? Oh, Mansfield against Morecambe. Yeah, you can tell the rubbish I'm betting on here, but actually, we've got this red, haven't we? We're okay. About to say, oh, we haven't got a chance here, we've mucked this up, but no, we're okay.
He's playing the pot here.
Nice and straight. And that will do. It's gone a little bit further than I wanted it to, actually.
23.
Especially for this pink, so I'm a little bit reluctant to play that now. Just going to check. Does this red we're nearest to go between the other two? A little bit awkward to see from there, but I can imagine it does. Not being that thick.
He's an expert long potter, and he's taking this on.
Get this long pot done now first. It's overscrewed a tad.
Outstanding effort.
So we have got this one that will go, or we've got one that's a little bit easier, and we'll take on the easy option. Just for today. Well, on the betting side of things, that's 3 games where both teams have scored. Need another 2. And, yeah, and we've won the bet. That'll be a nice cash injection. Always one game that lets you down, though.
35.
Well, Morecambe have scored again. I'm not really bothered. Yeah, just get back to the snooker, Toby. Nobody wants to know about your bloody betting habits, do they? Eh? Plonker. Anyway, let's get the red. As long as we aren't betting on the match. That would be match fixing.
And that shuts the door on his opponent in this.
And there you go. That confirms that we move ahead again in this game, which is great news.
He's looking to pop this into the left corner pot.
Could do with another pink. And a red just for a bit of security, but looks like that's going to be a bit tricky to get. Mind you, it's not that tricky of a pot, to be fair.
42.
Doesn't really matter if we miss at
he's
this
taken
point.
it on to the left corner.
That looks like it is going to miss out, but I think we should be okay. I can imagine he'll play on here.
Neil Robertson, 42. Frame conceded.
No, he doesn't,
Frame,
so,
Neil Robertson.
well, great start for us today.
Frame.
After 3 frames.
So he's opened
2-1.
up a one-frame gap and will be looking to
In
apply
this,
some pressure on his opponent
in this session.
frame.
Yes, he played well in that last frame. I think he'll be looking to push on here.
Thank you, frame 12. Mark Allen to break.
So a good break from Allen, that is. That'll do. We'll just play up to these reds. Should be a decent shot. Provided it didn't leave that red on.
Poor shot, really.
He's
For
aiming
once,
the
we need
left
to
corner
play
here.
something a little bit harder. But he's got the first pot.
One.
Not much we can do.
6.
Ooh.
7.
Got lucky with that black. The way he's made contact. Goodness me. Might be a bit close to it, though, to get an angle on it.
He's using the rest here, which makes it a little
Well, that's
more
impressive. That's a really good pot.
14.
But just a safety there.
Mark Allen.
Not a shabby shot. So we'll just play up to the
He
reds.
won't want to underhit this.
Won't want to overhit it either, I'd think would be the worst thing. And that'll do. Interesting. So we can play up to the reds again, and this is a little bit of a risk this time. But we've gone for it nevertheless. Just hope that pink comes to save us a little bit. Unfortunately, I don't think we have been saved.
He's playing the safety here.
Oh no, just playing the safety, and that's a fixed safety. Gotta hope he is safe here. And the lucky bugger, I think, is. Mind you, does that red go? Have we found a little gap? Does that go? I think it does. It's a tight
tempted
gap,
by this
really is. I think that'll go. And it's there. Great pot. A really nice pot. Come on, we've got to be rewarded with position on the black, surely.
1.
Well, we haven't. But luckily, we can get to this yellow. And that's a nice pot. So they look going for us all of a sudden now.
3.
Although that's not the best shot in the world. That's cuttable.
It's half a chance, but a chance nonetheless.
It's not really worth going for, I would argue. Oh, is that going to reach? Is that going to reach? Yes, it
Neil
does.
Robertson.
It's a decent shot. Just going to try and get this to touch the ball now.
He needs to be wary of underhitting this.
And it is now touching ball, so we need to play away from this.
Touching ball.
But he needs to get this safe. Which, if that one red wasn't hanging over the pocket, he wouldn't have succeeded to do. Now we can try a plant here.
He looks like he's trying to get the cue ball tight on the cushion here.
Which we've tried, and it wasn't successful. Well, that could be costly. Really could.
The safety battle continues.
So what's happening here? Has he left one on? No, he hasn't. That's a little bit unfortunate. We will try a bit of a shot to nothing, though, here, with this one.
This isn't easy.
A little bit hard. And we've just about missed it. But the way that everything's positioned, I think that we're nice and safe, I would say. Big frame this is in the context of the match. Where we can retake that lead again.
He really doesn't want to underhit this shot.
Or not. Alright, yeah. 2-frame lead, which we haven't had for a long while, of course. Well, this is a real dangerous shot. My God, this has got to go right. Finished the touches on this red. Certainly is. And that's safe. But he's trying to get it snookered, and I think he has. Wow, credit to him at this point. Real credit to him. Wow. Well. Well, Marky Allen. Just give a bit of a belt. Now, if it's all safe now, I'll be speechless. And no, it's not. I can see one that's available.
Could have played it better. The rest won't make this any easier.
He has potted it. Nice pot.
Well played.
But those reds are still all a bit crammed together.
1.
So it might only be a limited opportunity.
6.
Which is news to my ears, as I called it earlier.
This is a challenging shot along the cushion.
Got that red sorted.
12.
So is Mark Allen going to bring it back to 6 each? Really now separating us at the moment. I'm really enjoying this match.
20.
Also, we could try still to make it 7-5. That would be great, but we've got to be given the opportunity, which we aren't at the moment, unfortunately.
21.
It was our own mistake. We let Mark Allen snooker us, and well, there you go.
He's aiming for the left corner here.
But that is a miss, and a big miss. I did worry. Well, I didn't worry. I was quite happy with that, but I did wonder whether he was going to make a mistake there, and he did. Well, here comes our chance, and a big chance it could be. Screw back to there. A little bit of a tight angle. But I'm looking at one of the reds by the pink. And luckily they both go. And that's still a half decent angle, I would say, for the black. Well, on the contrary.
Left him a little awkward there.
Very awkward.
9.
Very awkward. So it's pink to middle. We're going to have to take here.
He's playing the pot here.
That looks pretty good to me. And it's a clean contact and it's a good pot.
That's loose.
What's position
Wanting
like,
more
though?
control there.
Not great.
15.
Because that doesn't go. This one along the cushion might. I think it might be worth a pop.
Challenging pot along the cushion here.
It's a challenging pot, I agree. But we've gone for it. No backing out now. That's a great pot.
16.
We've got another tight one here. We're not out the jail just yet.
Yes, he's taking the pot on.
Got to get 2 in a row of these right. And it is great stuff. But we're still not out of jail.
22.
Because this is particularly tight.
Not an easy one.
And again,
but
looks
a half
good,
chance.
but it's very tight. And 3 out of 3.
Brilliant. What a
That's brilliant
magnificent
stuff.
pot.
23.
But we've still got a frame to win. Unbelievably, we've only had a break of 23 here.
The long pot's on, and he's going for it.
Through all our heroics.
Great cueing there.
We've still got 3 nasty reds left.
28.
Which, to be quite frank, I don't really know how I'm going to deal with. So we're just going to focus on what we can get now, which is a red and then a black.
Position looks good for a colour.
29.
We are just simply going to have to light on the cushion and hope for the best. And we don't even hit a red, so... Well,
36.
makes things interesting, to say the least. But this one will go. I didn't really realise that, to be fair. But it will get past and go. That's a bit hard on the black.
Nicely
Oh
onto the
dear.
colour.
Nicely, well, it is nicely onto the colour in the end. Yeah, I suppose it is. Goodness me. And we hit the one red. I really not. Oh, that's not a good double. We don't want a double there, really don't.
44.
But we are ahead now.
Can't
Got
see
those
any
2 reds
problems.
moving out of a bit of luck. I just thought, well, we'll play a bit of a whacker shot, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So it'd be a real shame not to win the frame now.
He's looking for the pot into the right middle.
Got the pink there. That was just to try and get close to that red on the cushion.
51.
But this has still got to go right. Still a long way to
Tricky
go, and it's
pot
still
on the
quite
cushion
close.
here.
This is crucial. It's there.
Oh, what a shot that is.
He'll be happy with
So,
that. Top shot.
with
52.
34 remaining, but bear in mind we're going to play the brown here. So let's
Tricky shot
consult the situation after we pop the brown, which we
Excellent
have.
shot.
So with 27 left, we are 20 ahead.
56.
That means we need the... What do we need?
Just
we need
the
the
colours to
brown.
go.
Sorry, the yellow. The brown. We need the yellow. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's really not good. That's not good. Oh, we get away with it.
58.
So, 22 ahead. We just need the green. That's all we need.
Green ball needed here.
And even Hendon could tell us that. And thank God we
Good
only needed
shot.
the green, because that's a poor shot on the brown.
61.
Still going to go for it, though. Pretend this is frame ball.
It's half a chance, but a chance nonetheless.
A little bit off. So is he still going to play for this?
Neil Robertson, 61.
He'll want this to drop into
He
the
is
centre
gonna
pocket.
try to play a safety. But ultimately that's not very safe, is it? So that's the frame done in my eyes. Get that potted, make sure it goes in, which it has. And then pop the blue, and that'll be sayonara to Mark Allen in this frame.
4.
And we've done particularly well so far. We're 3-1 up today. Bear in mind, he had won 5 frames in a row. We were got, oh god, was it 5? Yeah,
No.
3-1. So we've definitely stopped the
He's playing for the right
routes
corner
from Mr. Allen, the pistol, and we've now got a 2-frame
here.
advantage.
Down it goes.
Let's confirm the black,
No real problem here.
which we will. And with 12 frames gone, halfway into this video, we are 7-5 up.
22. And the frame, Neil Robertson.
And that is the frame.
So, 5th frame time, second half of this episode. I am recording this the next morning, so we've played 4 frames. I had a little bit of break, and we're doing the next 4 this morning. Just because I got a few things to do last night, that's all. I'd only got time probably to play the 4 frames, but that is a handy break in the 5th frame of the episode. 13th frame in total. But does he keep that safe? Ooh, he's kept that one safe. He's left a little bit of a tempter with this one. He has left a tempter.
Well,
And I think I am going to be tempted. And it's
Really
there.
nice opening red.
Good pot. Nice opening red, yeah, absolutely. So, probably one of the bulk colours here. Unless, no, the blue's quite a easy pot. So we'll just play the blue. Get to that red.
he's looking to pop this into the left corner pocket.
The one that's open. Get that potted, get on the black, and then hopefully open up the reds. But a 2-frame lead we've got at the moment.
6.
It's nice to see that we finally ended the drought that we had. Be the worst thing possible if we couldn't have ended that. Trying to get to the other side of the black. without really hitting the reds. That's my aim. But we've done that anyway and played a nasty shot, which is a bit disappointing.
7.
So just a safety here. And we're just going to play it behind the black. It's a little bit of a shame. Just tap the black.
Neil Robertson.
And then that's pretty safe. There is the one red that hangs out, but ultimately it's not going to get a potting chance off that. So through that now, we have a little bit of a safety battle, which seems a shame. We just tried to get to the other side of the black, because it was awkward to get onto the black in the normal way from that red, just to play a gentle screw back shot. So that option wasn't available. We had to go for something else. It didn't work out ultimately. That's a nice shot. If it hadn't gone so far, we would have probably got the snooker. But he can get to the edge of these reds, of course. A little bit of a thicker safety leaves the one red, but doesn't leave it open to a pot. So a decent shot there from Mark, because the pink's now in front of the cluster.
This is building up to be a really interesting test of their safety skills.
I don't think this is going to be safe somehow. Might be wrong. I think that kiss on the yellow just about did it in terms of being safe. We could have been safe with the blue being safe, and the blue keeping that red safe rather. But no, it didn't work, and he has took an opportunity on that red.
1.
But there's not much open at all here, so let's see how he gets on. He has split the reds, so an interesting early split. Wants to get on the board. So bring it back to 7-6, which keeps it unbelievably tight. What I would say is if we won this frame, it would, well, it'd be, what would it be? Would it be 4 in a row for us? Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? Because, yeah, we're on 3 in a row at the moment. It was 5-4 to Mark. We brought it back to 7-5. So if we won this frame, it would be a big display of, oh, we've got a decent lead now. So it'd be great to win this frame and try and pull away a little bit rather than having this game where we lose this frame and then potentially if we lose the next one, we could be back to level pegging again, and no one really pulls away through that. But it has been a tight game so far, so I don't think it particularly warrants a 8-5, but we are frame by frame. We're in this situation. We're 2 frames up. So ultimately, whatever will be, will be. We'll take whatever chance we can get. Mark looking decent in this frame so far. The red's still quite compressed, but I'm sure he can open those up.
26.
Good red.
27.
Move the blue a little bit, that makes it a little bit more fiddly. But he's potted it nevertheless. I wouldn't have liked to have took on that shot, admittedly.
32.
But what's he got on here? Because the red, by the black of course, can't go. Oh, there's a red to the middle, is there? That's a nice pot. Well thought out, that was.
He's cueing extremely well here.
33.
And that's nicely onto the black.
40.
And now I'd say he should win the frame from here. He's got five or six reds that are fairly open. It's only if he makes quite a bad mistake that he will open up this frame. But it's fascinating because I don't think we've got a clear, definitive answer of who will win this match yet.
49.
It's that close. And there's been so many swings. For example, we went 4-0 up, then Mark Allen won 5 in a row. And it's been dominant from either player at one point. And ultimately, because both players have had that spell of dominance, we get to here where we're just about ahead. Because we've had a little bit of dominance ourselves, winning 3 in a row. And Mark Allen's now just about curbing that by bringing it back here and reducing the deficit to 1 frame. So after 13, which is the amount needed to win the match, the frames are split. Albeit we have a narrow lead. If I was to predict what it's going to be at the end of this episode, to be quite honest, I really wouldn't be surprised at this point if it was 8 each. I really wouldn't.
Important pot here.
Which obviously means that it's 4-4 for the episode, but that's just the way this match is going so far.
No real way for his opponent to win the frame now.
We looked like we were going to do well at 4-0, then all of a sudden he won 5 in a row and we thought, oh, could he pull out a lead? And then we had 3 in a row, he's brought one back here, so even though there's been clear signs of somebody who's going to take a big lead, apart from our 4-0, which was curbed anyway by Mark,
78.
it's been so close, and it's been a very unorthodox close match, because close matches are usually right, you win 1 frame, I'll win the next, rather than I'll win 4 frames, you win 4. It's been a very bizarre match in that way, but a great match to play all the same. Could be on for our first century though here. Unfortunately not mine, but for Mark.
87.
Just needs the black, the green, and the yellow. No, I didn't say them in order, but I don't think I don't think he can get to the yellow at this point. Well, he can, but he certainly can't pot it. So he misses out on a century. That's a shame for Mark Allen. And we're just going to concede the frame, and it is now 7-6.
Well played to take that frame.
Thank you, frame 14. Mark Allen to break.
Do always appreciate you guys sticking around to watch the longer episodes, but you guys really seem to be enjoying the longer episodes, so that's great to hear. Now he's left this. Has he left this directly over the middle pocket? Or has he left it by the jaw of the pocket? No, he's left it directly over the pocket, so we can, theoretically, just give this a tap and it should go in. Oh dear, we've missed it. How on earth did that happen? That's baffling. I mean, luckily we hit the reds, but that is a weird shot. How did that happen? I don't quite get that. I don't know what happened there. How odd. So we might have given Mark Allen an opportunity. He was playing a long pot and he'll pot it because the AI are very good at long pots. As are we, to be fair.
1.
Maybe too good in both aspects. We shouldn't really be that good at long pots and the AI shouldn't be that good. Long way from being over there this frame, but I just think through muddling up that red, and I don't know how we did it. I can only imagine that we moved the aim late, meaning that we just bypassed the red altogether, but that is a miss. Wow, that's a shocker. So the frame certainly isn't all over yet, but now we do get a chance to pot the red, and that is that mistake we made is well forgotten.
1.
He's looking to pop this into the right corner.
So go for the pink for position.
No problem there.
Oh, wonderful shot.
Thank you very much, folds.
7.
How's that looking on the black? Not ideal, to be honest.
Position for the black.
8.
That looks okay. Yep, it's there.
Really good split,
And a bit of a split at the same time, so double whammy there. Can we regain this 2-frame lead? It's a good pot. Just hit the red, no problem with that. Gonna have to probably consult one of the bulk colours here. But again, at least there are a few potting opportunities thereafter.
He's lining up the green ball.
Thank God we didn't hit it just behind the yellow. That would have been a nasty shot.
19.
So we got this one on the cushion. We got that one on the cushion. Or we potentially got a nasty pot on that. I think what we're going to do is play this one. That side's got a fair chance of reaching the pocket.
This is a half chance.
And it's there, but once again on the black. Ah,
20.
that's frustrating. I'd say we go for it though.
Not an easy one, but a half chance.
Just a little bit off. That's unfortunate.
Oh, so close. He needed some luck there. And
But do we leave anything on actually? I don't think we do.
Neil Robertson, 20.
No, we don't. Unless he's playing a double. Which hasn't really gone right. It's just bounced up and down the table that many times that it's painful. But has he left? Yes, he has. He has left that red on.
This is really tricky.
Just make sure we get this nicely into the pack.
brilliant.
It's a nice pot and nicely into the pack.
What about that for a positional shot? Perfect.
So now we can just mop up the black. Nice and careful.
That's a bad miss.
Oh, what was that? Well,
Robertson,
that was a stinker, as I've just said. Well, that's disappointing. That's not good enough, really. But actually, get the black. But there's not that much open here because the 6 reds aren't really open. There's the one by the pink towards the black end of the table, which he can get in position for. But the other 3 are going to be fairly tight. Looks like it's going to be a fairly low-scoring affair this frame. That's purely because we haven't matched up many of the reds with colours.
11.
But that... no, he's got that. Actually, that one will go, won't it? Yeah. I think. The one that he's closest to. Just close the window because it is raining outside. It's a lovely day yesterday and it's not so much today. Hopefully that's not some pathetic fallacy for the rest of this match. But he's took a long time over it, but he has realised, oh yes, I can get to that.
12.
My only fear now is that he's probably going to play the blue and get a nice split on these reds. No, he's not. Okay.
17.
Certainly not all over then in terms of this frame.
18.
Although he is making opportunities for himself.
23.
Just got to hope he makes a mistake now. Or else we're going to go from 5-7 to 7 each, sorry. We're just inseparable at the moment. As I've said, I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up being 8 each 24. At the end of this. The worst thing we want is for Mark Allen to win the next 3 frames on the bounce, make it 9-7. Really don't want that to happen. But I think he's going to win this one now.
$30. 35.
Makes that red a little bit trickier. He's missed that. He's missed it. Wow.
Mark Allen.
Marky Allen, have you just given up a golden chance? I'd say you have. We've got to take this chance for ourselves now. We have to.
Not really the level of control he was after there.
Yeah, shut up.
1.
That's a right shock. So we've got to take this chance for ourselves now. Pull out a 2-frame lead again. We're 12 behind. 2 reds left on the table. I need to assess what that relationship between the
9.
red and the pink is really. So if we get it there, yes, the red will go. Okay. Gonna be tight this red, but arguably if we can get it, it'll be a frame winner. The black's in nicely.
16.
Not an easy one, but a half chance.
And the red's there. Good
No
pot.
issues there.
So we might as well go for the blue here. That'll give us easier access for the yellow, I would say. Now we want to be careful playing with side. We need to get this exactly right in terms of our power.
The long pot's on, and he's going for it.
Yeah, which we have that time. That's decent enough for the yellow.
22.
And this will put us just about ahead.
Just the colours now.
That needs to clear the brown. Yes, it does just about.
24.
So this puts us 4 ahead. 25 left on the table. So we've still got a fair amount of work to do to secure this.
He's nicely onto the brown.
Thank you very much.
27.
So with the brown, that'll put us 11 ahead with 18 left. So it's just the blue we need, and we'll have stole this frame from Mark Allen.
31.
Neither of us have played particularly well, I'd argue, this frame.
So, just his blue required.
Just the blue needed, and that is the frame.
Well,
Pretty
I think
bleak
he's got
position on the pink, to be honest. But we just needed the blue, so we focused on that.
36.
Well, it goes. Half a chance
Might
here.
as well give this a go. Don't want to play it too hard and pot the cue ball, for example.
That was
But it's
no more
there.
than a half chance, but he made it look simple. Great
It's a good
stuff.
shot, that was.
42.
Tricky pot.
So, we've kept up our side of the bargain of getting 4 frames today. It's 4 each in the first. It's now 4-2 with 2 frames left. Will Mark Allen keep up the consistency and make it 8 all? I'd really hope not. Well, to be honest, I'd love to win the next 2 frames. That would be brilliant.
Frame 50. Neil Robertson
Can't see
to
it,
break.
but I said I'd love to win those next 2. Make it 10-6, build up a nice lead. But even if we only win one of them, we make it 9-7. That's a crucial 2-frame split going into the final session. Oh dear, that was very close to the middle pocket. He's played a good shot there, or has he? He's left a chance. I'd be tempted.
Tricky pot, no doubt.
And we've
And
potted it.
quality opening red.
Great stuff. Position not exactly great stuff, admittedly, but play this into the middle.
This
Then
won't
get
be
on
easy.
for the other red. This is tight. But it's there.
What a pop that is.
Oh,
Goodness
Hendon's
me,
getting
that's a
all
real
excited.
cracker.
He couldn't have played that any better.
Did Hendon just say cracker?
4.
You stole that from Dennis Taylor. How dare you? Despicable. Trying to get on the black, but it's not really going to work. So, I mean, we could get on the black, but just need the position to. They need the potting angle should be just right. But we fell into this trap too many times before, I would argue.
He's looking to pop this into the
Play
right.
it nice and hard.
What a top shot that is.
And that's not too bad on the black.
Great technique, superb.
But at least it opens up anything else as well. So
This
just
should
play
be
the
pretty
black.
Straightforward.
And probably just play a safety. But that's gone in. But ooh, that's a tricky safety to play. But it is touching ball.
12.
So we can just play it to the cushion.
Touching ball. Neil Robertson, 12.
And that'll do. Two of these go awry. We're just going to play a thin safety on it. Very thin. Lucky to hit those. Be brilliant to get it behind the yellow. Which we have. We blocked off one or
Well,
two
he's
then.
managed the snooker.
Oh,
Let's
we've
see
got
what
the
happens
snooker.
He doesn't want to
Oh,
lose
that's
the
great
white
stuff.
here. Could leave an opportunity.
That's the pink I think he's hit first.
Miss.
But ultimately that is a big,
He's
too
elected
big
to
an
play on
opportunity
here.
to miss at this stage. Played a howler there. Well, that's a surprise.
1.
But we snookered him, and now we're reaping the rewards for it.
8.
Gotta win this frame now.
This should be straightforward enough.
And apparently we can queue through reds. That's an interesting one. Looks more like a skewer, that does now. Oh dear. Need to get these shots all right. It's a little bit fiddly at the start of the frame, but that's only to be expected. That's a little bit tighter to the middle pocket than I thought, so we are just going to play this red. It's there. And that should come back nicely for the pink. Yeah, it does.
17.
Just try and tap that red. Get things moving a little bit. There we go. That certainly did get moving. But not really too much of an opportunity, unfortunately. Let's play this to the top, and I fancy it. You know, why not give it a go?
Well, it goes. Half a chance here.
It's going up. It looks decent, but we've missed it.
Close,
Wow.
but not quite.
It was close.
Neil Robertson, 23.
A solid breaker, 41. Or rather, two separate breaks. We've got 12 and 29. But Mark Allen could have a chance here.
Nicely onto the black.
1. 8.
Plenty of points still left. Plenty of balls still left on the table. And he's choosing to play a safety there. Oh no, he's not. About to say, that angle didn't look like a safety.
Not anything here.
And that was a nice
9.
red.
16.
He's lining this one up to the middle pocket.
17.
This looks pretty simple.
He's eating away at that lead very quickly. He will keep doing that if he stays on red and black.
25.
Blue though this time it looks like he's going for. Not all over yet. Still 6 reds.
30. 31. 38.
Just a safety. Is it going to work out for him?
Allen, 38.
Looks like it might do. Interesting. I think it might be time to play up to the red. And yes, we might leave a long pot on. But I'm not particularly worried. Because I don't think at this stage he'll play it. I might be wrong. Can just see that one red that's potentially a chance. But no, he's just playing the safety. Just a thin safety then. Up and down the table, easy as you like. Thought we were going to hit that red again there, to be honest. Do hit the yellow, which does potentially open up that red if he wants to give it a go. But no, it's just a safety again. Where's that cue ball? Oh, he's got away with that, blimey. Let's try this.
So he's looking to play safe again. This is fascinating.
Yes, fascinating, yes. That's not bad shot. Hitting the yellow, really... hitting the yellow didn't make it good, though. Got a chance now. Just going to take on. But he's missed. I don't know if that was a safety or a poor potting chance. I don't know. But he's left a pot on. He'll probably say it was a safety. I'm not so convinced. Fortunately, though, because we are so close to the cushion,
No gimme.
it's not so easy to regulate the
Oh, wonderful
potting
shot.
angle. Luckily, though, I'd say that's a decent position still on the black.
Left corner here.
Actually, given second thought, just going to play the blue. Get better position then. I just prefer playing with backspin rather than topspin. You can control that much better. I would argue anyway. Depends on personal preference of how you like to play, but how I like to play. That's a nice red. But that's a little bit, that's a very loose shot actually.
7.
So what we're going to do, we're a bit cheeky and just play it behind the black.
Snooker on the black ball here.
A little bit hard, but still gets it.
Beautifully judged.
Neil Robertson, 7.
So he hits the reds. Ooh, he's played a good shot there to get out of there.
Out quite as he intended it to.
But we've got to pot this, or else this could be frame over for us.
This is tough.
It is tough. But it's there.
Beautifully done.
Great shot.
He's playing very well here.
1.
Not out of it yet, though. Not
This
out
is
of the
easy.
trouble in strife. It's a nice green, though.
He's played that very well with the wrist.
Unfortunately though, only the one potting chance now. And we've not got a pot on that because of the green going back. So just play up to it, I would say. Let's see what comes out of this.
Neil Robertson, 4.
He might go for that red.
Of underhitting this.
But that's a great pot. Well, is that an opportunity we've given away?
That's a top
Gone
shot.
for the pink. Lines himself up for the reds. And all he's got to do now is play the colours after he gets this red. And he could do what we did to him last frame. So it's the brown he's going for here. It looks like the brown anyway. It is the brown. Now he's playing for the yellow. So with 27 left, he's 2 behind. I was going to say 29 behind.
It's right out of the top drawer.
I think I meant there was 29. No, never mind. Never mind. Right, he's got the green. He should get these colours, I can imagine now, and pull it back to 7-8.
Outstanding effort.
17, 21.
Pink will confirm it.
Great shot.
That was close. That might not have gone in, but it does.
Opponent in this frame.
And, well, back to 4-3 for today. And 1 frame to go, so it's 7-8. I mean, no point us playing that, to be honest. So it is now 7-8, 15 frames gone. And this is a really close match. So it's Mark to break.
16. Mark Allen to break.
That's a thick break, though. Got to get the snooker, which he really doesn't. That was a disaster.
He'll play this with plenty of power.
That's the first pot of the frame. We're in the reds, but we've got the pink move, so we have got a little bit of freedom to move about and pot something. Up the bulk.
He's playing the pot here. What a beauty.
Decent pot, that'll do.
Superb cubal control there. Ideal position.
Yeah, position does look good now. Now we need to focus on a frame winning break. Solid red. Plenty of them to go yet.
5.
That position's not ideal, I'd completely admit that. So what's on now? That one will go, which is good.
He's going for the left corner pocket.
Need to hit this nice and hard to get out of there. But we don't. Where's that cue ball? That's really unlucky. Oh,
Neil Robertson.
that's unlucky.
Mark Allen, 4.
He's playing on from this position.
Because Mark's really got an opportunity now. Could it be 8 each? Now it's early to say that, but those frames can go away very quickly.
1.
Nice red.
I can't see any problems here.
Blue levels things up.
6.
But just a safety here, interesting. He obviously doesn't think there's much on the
Mark
table.
Allen, 6.
But there's this red, which we're going to play.
He's taking this red on.
Good split.
And it's there.
That's really
Wow.
on the table up here.
You won't be happy with that.
1.
Can we get to that black? No, is the answer. That's be a tight yellow then if we want anything at all.
Taking this on. Wonderful
And
shot.
we've got it.
He'll be happy with that.
Could this
Top
be a
shot.
chance?
3.
It's a good pot, that'll suffice.
4.
Nice straight blue. Does this red go past? No, we can't get to that other one. So we need to use a little bit of screw back here. Not too dramatic, but enough.
Nicely played onto a red.
9.
And then just do a lot of screw back, get back on that blue. Yes, you might say it's unconventional. But I don't mind playing like this.
10.
Points mean prizes. That's what we're trying to achieve. Fairly hard shot to get the screw back, which we have achieved. Could we potentially get a lead at the end of this episode?
Into the left corner pocket. Tremendous shot.
Wonderful shot.
Right,
16.
so we play the pink. Just have to give this a whack and hope for the best, I would say. And unbelievably, we open absolutely nothing up. Where's that cue ball?
There. He'll be annoyed with that.
I mean, it's a bit of solace. It's fairly close to the cushion, so we can try a long cushion pot. That is any solace, I suppose. Nice and soft, has every chance of going in. And it has.
Brilliant! What a magnificent pot.
You liked that one.
Great cue ball control. Excellent position.
Get this pink potted and move these reds.
Tricky pot, no doubt.
Beautiful.
Pots there, and we've moved one or two reds. Not really brilliantly, but
29.
at least there's a little bit more leg room.
So, this pot into the right corner.
Tricky pot. It's there though.
That's a great pot.
Starting to get the rub of the green when it comes to potting things now. Get that red moved.
That's loose. He wanted more control there.
But not that much, I was about to say, yeah. It is a bit loose.
37.
I do agree. So yeah, nice thin touch on that. And send it back up the table. Oh dear, we've missed it. Well, that's not going to help. You can bet your bottom dollar we'll get a snooker here.
That's careless. And a foul.
Foul and a miss.
Which, unbelievably,
Robertson,
we have.
37.
That's unbelievable.
Mark out. 4.
And the one, but we always do this. When we don't hit the bloody ball, we manage to snooker ourselves.
There's a good chance he'll leave an opportunity for his opponent.
No, that's too soft. We did hit them, though. But it does leave Mark Allen an opportunity. The only solace here is that, well, we've got
He's avoided the foul, but I think
a few balls that aren't really in the open, and he's not chosen to pot that amazingly. Pressure may be getting to him, I don't know, but I can't think of another reason why he didn't pot that, or at least go for it.
That's not a good result.
Because we've just missed it. That is possibly the worst long pot I can think I've ever played. That's a shocker.
this really is tricky.
Could have opened up the frame there. He's not going to miss another one.
1.
He's not going to miss another opportunity. And unbelievably, I think that it is going to end up being 8 each.
He's playing for the right corner here.
So after 16 frames, we won't be separated, but there's still a bit of time left to go in this frame.
This looks relatively easy.
7.
And of course, he's still 21 points back, so nothing's confirmed in stone.
Decent position to take on a colour here.
13. 18. 19.
So just this red to get, which is nicely positioned for, to be fair. So red and then pink or black would put him either level or ahead with the colours only to go.
Challenging pot along the cushion here.
It is challenging.
27.
He's got to it though. So that puts him ahead as the black, but I don't think he can get... Well, he might be able to, but it's going to be tricky to get to the yellow. Oh, he has, but he's missed it. Oh, that angle's a bit wonky. The drama continues.
This looks relatively straightforward.
We had to get a good angle on the green, and to be fair, we haven't really got one either side.
2.
That's a little bit unfortunate.
This is really tricky.
This has got to work. Need the rub of the green. And we do get the rub of the green, pardon the pun.
Loose shot.
But unbelievably, we still haven't got an angle on this
Pace is
brown.
very important.
Just got to play this nice and soft. And that is not bad
he's
at
a little
all.
Fortunate there. Not what he was intending.
That's
Neil
touching
Robertson,
ball.
5.
So you just
Touching
need to
ball.
touch the cushion, I believe. Which I don't think there's enough leg in that shot to do, which is really annoying. Oh no, okay, we've got out of that fine. But he's just got up to the ball again, and that is a poor shot from Mark.
Poor shot, really.
The words right out of my mouth. Need to punish him though, which we haven't. Oh no, 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 no! For God's sake. Plenty of mistakes from me today. And that is going to be one that, like I say, he's not going to give us another chance. Need to be careful. You can get away with it a little bit in these longer frame matches, but
This shot depends
by hook or
on
by
the
crook,
pace.
it looks like, unless he doesn't get
Conscious
this
of
pink,
not
which he
undercutting
has.
the cue ball here.
Unbelievably, after 16 frames, we still can't be separated.
And in it goes.
And that
Unbelievable.
shuts the door on his opponent in this frame.
So it's going to be the next one, next episode, to get the 5, and it could genuinely go down to the decider, the 25th frame. But that is going to be on Friday, so I hope you stick around to watch that. Going to go back to the main menu, get this all saved, and I will see you on Friday for the climax. And it's going to be an interesting one, because I've got no idea who's going to win this match, of this match in the World Championships. Thank you very much for your company. If you get to this point, you know I appreciate it. But apart from that, I've been TIJ Game. Thank you very much for your company, as I said before, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye for now.